In this video, we're going to talk about the difference between being a practitioner, a thought leader, and why you want to strive to be both. So stick with me, and we're going to learn more about how to make an impact in our industries and organizations today. Hey everyone, this is Michael Cohen, the Tech Rabbi, and welcome to the Educated by Design vlog, episode number. Today, we're going to talk about being a practitioner, being a thought leader, and why you really want to strive to be both. Now, both a practitioner and a thought leader take years of experience in whatever expertise, whatever field you're in to succeed. So right out the gate, we need to understand that time, investing time, and being patient are critical components to being successful in either one of these. Now, in education specifically, being a practitioner is a coveted gold stamp of approval and legitimacy. Because of the challenges that we face in the classroom, the nuances, the unexpected occurrences that can happen at a moment's notice, the bureaucracy, the standards, the Common Core, the standardized testing, the learning objectives and outcomes, whatever it is, it's a challenge. And then you have these thought leaders, you have these consultants, you have these amazing people who are talented, they are creative, and they have amazingly innovative ideas. But the question is, are they scalable? So I wanted to share a little bit about my own journey because I've spent the past 4 years developing the Tech Rabbi brand, consulting, speaking, but I was in a school. I was a director of education technology, and a year ago, I left my school site to go full-time Tech Rabbi, speaking, consulting, running and facilitating workshops across the country, and it has been an absolutely amazing experience. Deep down in my soul, though, there was a void that I could not fill. It didn't matter how many times a week I was engaging with schools on a regular basis. There is something about being a practitioner that gives you a sense of accomplishment and pride, and also a level of engagement with teachers and students and their success that you just don't have as a thought leader out there. So how do we become a practitioner and a thought leader? Most schools are focused on the children in your classroom or the students or teachers at your school site. They need you 110%, 100% of the time, and they are not really interested in you exploring ways in which you are going to grow as a thought leader. So how do you grow as a thought leader? So traditionally, you had to consult or present at conferences, and that ate up time. That was traveling time. That was being away from your school, and most schools aren't interested in that. There are very few people that I know who have found this beautiful balance in which they are able to get, 20% time, 30% time to pursue their own professional careers, in addition to ensuring that the people and the mission they're charged with at their school site is successful. So that's an anomaly. And fortunately, I now have an opportunity to be part of one of those anomalies. I will be coming on board a school in Los Angeles, a high school, as a director of innovation. But what about you? How can we together figure out how to develop that thought leadership? So the good news is that it's 2017 and the internet is amazing. Social media is incredible. And you have the ability to be a thought leader without giving up that practitioner opportunity that you have. And in fact, most of the time, you're going to hear people say, very point blank, whether it's in private or public, that a practitioner is always going to have a realm of legitimacy over a thought leader. The problem, though, is that a practitioner does not have the time and the resources, many times, to take that thought leadership to a level that isn't just creative and innovative. Not just that it's creative and innovative and that it can be implemented or experimented with, but that it actually leads to successful implementation and adoption of whatever tools, programs, approaches that this thought leader is trying to promote. So how do you get to that space of being that practitioner and being that thought leader? So you need to be on social media. You need to be on Instagram. You need to be on Facebook. You need to be on Twitter, connecting with amazing educators around the world. Whether they are a third grade teacher in Nantucket who has decided that they're going to use project-based learning or use coding in the classroom, or it is someone who spends 150 days of the year on the road. There are people on social media that are practitioners in your industry that are doing incredible work on the micro and on the macro scales. That is the key. Those resources. You don't need to reinvent the wheel to be a thought leader. There are many thought leaders in many industries that are simply perpetuating the innovation forward. They are not trying to recreate something brand new that never existed before. And I think that is where education has an opportunity to thrive. If you are a superintendent or a principal, it should be mandatory for your faculty members to engage in professional development and professional learning communities on social media. This is not a hobby social hangout for millennials or for tweens. This is a device and a platform and a conduit in which I can communicate with people all over the world. Each one of us has the ability to do that. Thought leaders contribute to the greater industry that they're involved in. And I think that is something that we can all feel a sense of accomplishment, pride, and fulfillment if we would embark on such a journey. So for me personally, I believe that thought leadership is absolutely critical. There are people that I look to on a regular basis who are doing incredible work. They are either running their own consulting agency or they are working for an organization, but their job is to basically think all day, write, document it, put it out in content, share it out, present at conferences, and we need those people. We need people that are sitting all day trying to come up with amazing things. And we also need practitioners in whatever industry doing the things that are being said are cutting edge, forward thinking, but are sustainable. So it's that sustainability, right? That scalability that is super difficult to achieve. And for me, I'm trying to find the balance, and I think that I have. There are people in every industry that organizations need to hire part-time to do great work, but they also have this space to pursue other things that are going to bring a significant value back into the organization. That organization is going to be credited with allowing success and innovation to thrive for others because they are empowering an individual to do the great work that they're doing. But there's this missing middle space that I hope I can see more in education for sure, but other industries need to value this. And you are going to keep amazing talent in your organization. You want to have thought leaders, be practitioners in your institution. You will gain a tremendous amount from that. They will thrive and gain from it. The world, the industry that they're a part of, or multiple industries, if there's crossover, will gain from it. We need to have more of these types of people involved in being practitioners in their industries. Because, like I said, there are very few people that can speak all day long and have been out of their industry as a practitioner for 3, 5, 10 years and still be relevant, still be fresh in not just what is on the horizon because they have that space to do that research and understand the way in which we're shifting our value on skill sets, where IQ is now going to become secondary to EQ, emotional intelligence, or how valuable collaboration and true collaboration is, or the way in which technology and emerging technologies are going to completely disrupt the way in which we live in the world and work in the world, right? So there's that, but then there's how is this actually getting implemented? So share this video, like this video, subscribe to the channel, and thank you for watching. Thank you for your time. Your time is precious, and I thank you that you spent it with me.